Something a little different. This customer sent the car over here on the tow truck. It's in pretty good shape. They actually asked us about repainting the car. We're going to do a little bit of spot finish in the front. We're going to have Superior do the front, and this is an aftermarket lip, but because lips are impossible to find, we're going to fix this around here so it fits better, repaint the lip, and put some of the Honda molding in there, clean the engine bay. Now we just put a new clutch in it so we could drive the car, basically assess what we thought. If the car drove terrible, we could advise not to spend the money on it, but the car drives really good. We'll just put a factory OEM clutch in there. I'll put some pictures in of the old clutch and the new clutch. But some of the things that they want black seats. They're not a fan of the red. She wants black carpet. We're going to put one of the newer AP2 center consoles in there. We're going to put a new wrapped steering wheel, a new shift boot, of course a new soft top. This soft top has fallen apart. Also the hoops separated, which is very common. Whenever these are taken apart, they never go back together again, so we're going to replace those. Also, she wants silver seat belt, which we're going to do the seat belt and the stitching in the wheel all to match. This doesn't fit or look good in any way. We're going to put an AP1 spoiler on there with the third brake light, and then get that repainted and get that finished. In my opinion, AP2 wheels, or any wheel that's a 17, looks a lot newer and a lot fresher on this car. So I want to try and talk her into AP2 wheels, but she is picking through some wheels to see if we can find a set that will look right, and of course better tires. These tires, I drove it after the clutch and they sound like truck tires.
That's a good one.
So we just took the valve cover off. We were going to do a valve adjustment. We're looking over these retainers. So if you don't know, AP1s are often notorious for bending retainers and retainers actually falling apart. I think they're actually thinner right from the factory than the AP2s. We typically change them out to the AP2s. Well, if you look at this side, more so than the rest, that one right there is sinking. Just clean the valve cover and it's not in the best shape. There's a few chips here and there. This whole area here, the paint has come off. This is another valve cover we had that is basically a core to send out and have done wrinkle black, and it's better than hers. So I just washed this one and it doesn't have any chips in the front. Most of this is blocked from the dipstick, and this is obviously covered from the spark plug cover. So this one looks better, so we'll go ahead and install this at no extra charge. It basically didn't cost us anything, so it'll just make the whole job look better. But that with that cover,
Okay, well, I didn't record the process. We've done a lot of sound deadening material in here because these cars are just known for being noisy and rattly and kind of, you know, tin can-ish basically. So everywhere that I could use probably more than I needed to. I've got it in the tunnel and under the shifter here. We're trying to make all the noise from the outside of the car stay on the outside. This stuff basically just applies like a sticker. Clean the inside of the car, peel the back, stick it on, and then you can kind of work through all the shapes here. I use the back of a screwdriver. They have a roller specifically for this, but the back of a screwdriver works pretty good. Has to be clean. Make sure you vacuum out. I wiped it down with brake clean in here, but that should keep a lot of the road noise out of here, a lot of the diff noise, driveline noise. Make this thing much happier to drive around.
So good job, we replaced the retainers. The seat belts are getting boxed up. They're leaving today. We're going to send those out and have them changed to the nice new silver webbing. That's going to match our shift boot right here. Also, the steering wheel is sent out. We're going to get a new wrapped steering wheel and get the silver stitching to match that too. That's going to be a real nice addition. We talked about these hoops right here. This is really common. They are clipped together at the factory, and so many people try and unclip them, and they never go back together, and everybody tries different ways to attach them. Like you see right here, people glue them, tape them. They never hold together. The only way to do this is just to replace them. So we have a complete set coming. Also, the carpet we got is almost brand new. It looks fantastic. That's going to replace the red. Door panels. We're getting the door panels redone. Because they're in such nice shape, we're getting the red taken out and getting new black put in there. So that will make a really, really nice fresh look. This customer wants everything black. These are the AP1 wheels, and in my opinion, one of the most boring wheels of any of the Hondas, especially on the S2000. 04 and up is much nicer. However, the wheels are getting kind of hard to find, and by the time we found a nice set and then pay to get them refinished and then get new tires, it's so much close to the price of a nice set of aftermarket wheels. So we have some brand new wheels, tires, but we do have a brand new Honda soft top for it. This is it right here. This is getting installed when all the interior goes back together. That's going to make a big difference. We took it to Superior. Well, the front bumper and front lip is full of chips. There's a couple of heavy dings on the hood. A couple of dings are actually pushed outwards. So to do that right, it's going to have to be blended into the fenders to make the whole front look nice and match. Also, the pillar has the vinyl tape that you see us scraping off. That needs to be black, so the paint shop is going to basically refinish that and do it in a nice satin black. Well, because the back spoiler, someone installed an aftermarket spoiler which doesn't look good at all, and it caused a lot of damage to the trunk. Well, it actually caused damage to the rear fender quarters too, so they're going to have to be repainted. So it's basically going to get painted in the front and the back. And then once we're done, it's going to go over to Billy at Presidential, and he's going to work his magic and take it to the next step. This is going to be a nice project. If you're following along, don't forget, hit the subscribe and hit the like so you get notifications when we upload a video, and we'll make this like a two-part series. She said, hey, can we put some upgraded speakers in there? So we removed the door panels and found out it had some good speakers that had kicker 6.5-inch speakers. Well, the problem is the factory head unit distorts as you crank it up.
Off the bathtub. It's like seriously magic, and my secret weapon for cleaning the kitchen, bathroom.
We found one that is a fairly simple CD player, which is what she asked for. Has good output, and it has the ability to plug in your phone if she does want to put music on there. But it's a very easy to use AM/FM CD player, which is what she wants. It sounds so much better, and we retained the dash controls.
Stack of cash though. Takes like 60 seconds. Use the word check at 98rock.com for inflation compensation and grab this grand.
Thanks to inflation, everything in the real world.